I'm an elementary special education teacher. How should I explain to parents that dyslexia is a type of specific learning disabilities? Even though we don't label their children with dyslexia in the evaluation report, we provide intense reading intervention service targeted to similar reading deficits as dyslexia.
Okay, so I just want to really recognize the position that many educators are in. So I'm going to generalize from what you just shared. So some educators are in a position where they don't feel they're able to or allowed or fill in the blank, able to say dyslexia or use the term and so forth. So here's some language and some ideas. For one thing, I just want to let you know that the Department of Education, the federal DOE, put out a letter some years ago acknowledging that under the federal law, IDEA, the dyslexia is recognized under the umbrella of specific learning disability. So there's no permission denied from the context of federal law. In practice, there are many nuances around how schools do or don't have that language part of what's used in school settings. So I think actually the way the question was phrased was right, which is to say, if I'm talking serious, maybe I'll role play just momentarily off the cuff. If I'm talking to a parent for the first time, introducing the idea that there's some vulnerabilities there, you might say something like, you might have noticed that your child is working really hard and engaging in all the activities that we work on related to literacy. And there's some ways that we think we can help them. It's common for students who have this kind of profile to benefit from more time or more resources or more intensity on their reading instruction. Sometimes the channel through which we get them those resources is through giving them the assignment of a category that's recognized by the federal government. That category is called specific learning disability. Dyslexia is commonly thought of as one of the types of SLDs. And so when we think about the vulnerabilities that your child is having, you might hear people use those terms. You can use those terms to find more resources or communities to join or to dive deeper into the topic. And you might frame it in that way. The purpose always is centered on how are we all working towards supporting our students. It's just that sometimes our verbiage is the pathway or the doorway or the required approach to get us there. So hopefully that helps.